live from Donna High School in the Donna High School volleyball and basketball gym. I'm Alex Espinosa riding solo for this game, but on my right side we have our camera operator Billy Watson, who will have the challenge of having to run camera in such tight quarters right here live from the benches. We have an excellent matchup here as these two teams have already won their last game, and that's the Harlingen South Hawks and the Brownsville Rivera Raiders. As of right now, we have on our left side, we have the Harlingen South Hawks, and just watch out for their dangerous attack. I see them as more of a conservative and attack when necessary a type of offense. They're run by some really good players such as Zoe Garcia and Mariana Garcia, but expect their libero, Evelyn Yanez, to make some big plays. As you can watch both teams practicing, we'll go ahead and talk about the Brownsville Rivera Raiders, and just watch out for their team captain, Kenya Ibarra, who was a monster in their last game. Brownsville Rivera was able to win 2 sets, 25-9 in set number 1 and 25-11 against Rio Hondo. And in both sets, Kenya Ibarra exploded. She was a massive killer, being able to attack from the left and the right, and then expect her to be doing the same thing. Another player to watch out for if you're the Hawks is to watch out for Laisha Izaguirre. Izaguirre was terrific, and whenever Kenya was making plays, it was always Izaguirre that was making the big plays. And then if you have to worry about someone else, and then not only that, you have to worry about their entire offense. They are the powerhouse of this team. As you can see, Kenya Ibarra, the team captain, getting her team assembled and ready. The other team captain for Harlingen South was Corian Renigen, but she will not be playing today, as referees are blowing their whistles, and we are just minutes away from the start of the volleyball tournament. I'm Alex Espinosa. You're watching RGV Highway 83 Volleyball. Remember that it's both JV and varsity that are playing these games. For this match, we have the Harlingen South Black, which is Harlingen South Varsity, against the Rivera Black, which is also Rivera Varsity. And let's just see what both offenses can do. Watch out for the powerhouse of Rivera Raiders, as the Raiders are known for their attacks, straight on and willing to hurt you. If you're just joining us right now, this is Rio Sports Live. You can watch us on Facebook and YouTube. If you have friends that are interested in watching these games, please feel free to reach out. We are Rio Sports Live on Facebook, and on YouTube, just subscribe to Rio Sports Live. Both teams huddling up. Harlingen South, they're going to have a giant test today as Rivera dominated in their both sets. And as of right now, we'll take a little quick break. Remember, I would like to remind you guys that you are watching the Highway 83 Volleyball Tournament. I'm Alex Espinosa, live for Rio Sports Live.
Truck Techs in Harlingen is your source for lifts, wheels, and tires. Talking trucks of any size, any model, and any year. Specializing in accessories with top-of-the-line products to bring that special look to your truck in a professional way. Lifts, wheels, and tires, with financing available too. Call today or stop by Truck Techs in Harlingen.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, for just the start of what is really technically game number 4, but game number 2 for our broadcast booth. And we have Brownsville Rivera against Harlingen South. From the top to bottom, you have the Raiders and the Southern Hawks, as the referee getting acquainted with the scorekeepers. Both teams starting out on your roster. For the Harlingen South Hawks, you'll have serving is Maya Aguirre, and then Zoe Garcia on the left side from the back, and as well as your libero, Evelyn Yanez, in the very back as well, in the middle. And the players to watch out for, and other players to look out for, we have Mariana Garcia in the front left. And for Rivera, we have Kenya Ibarra, we have Cristina Garza, and as well as Alondra Guzman. And as their libero, we have Rochelle Guerra. And Aguirre will serve things up, and it's a setup. And the first attack is failed. That was Zoe Garcia with the dig, and a floater to the right by Aguirre is saved. Aguirre again gives it to Garcia. The second Garcia will hit it, and it's blocked. But the ball goes and stays inside of Rivera territory to mark the first points for Harlingen South. And they will stay serving. That will be the first error for the Raiders. And Aguirre will serve right side, and the ball going all the way wide. Luckily, it's saved by Guerra, and they're getting it out into Hawks territory. And another attack. Guerra will save it, dig, and an attack attempt is blocked by Vidania. And another point for Harlingen South, as they're able to dip it just inside from the attack line. And the first 2 points going to Harlingen South. The first one came out of an attacking error. The second one comes from a direct attack by Odimaris Vidania. Serving again is Aguirre to the right side. Going left, setting it up for Guerra, and the dig will be Aguirre setting it up. That's Zoe Garcia, sets up for her teammate, Alia Guevara, and Guevara will get her kill. And that marks point 3 on Harlingen South. They are dominating it in this early beginning of the game. Here we go again, going right. Setting it up. It was a floater out, and good recovery. They're going to have to take it out. Does it go over the antenna? Yes, it will. And the antenna error will go in favor of Rivera to give them their first points and their first chance to serve in this game. Serving will be Cristina Garza in her first serve. Brownsville Rivera in their first game against Rio Hondo, their first set, they had 2 service aces. We'll see what they can get right here as a slider by Aguirre as Guevara helps them get it out. And the attack net violation against Rivera will give points to Harlingen South. And now up to serve, we have Alia Guevara, who had just gotten the kill in that game in this set. Set up to the right, down the middle for a kill. That is Kenya Ibarra with her first one of the game. The Raiders coming in hard, only down by 2. And let's just see what they can do, as Laisha Izaguirre, the other player you have to watch out for, will serve for the Rivera Chargers, for the Rivera Raiders. And Rivera will serve, going left on that recovery. Zoe Garcia sets it up for Mia Zambaro, and Zambarano will get her first kill. Harlingen South gets points and their ball back. And it looks like this will be a very good game between both squads. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, that in Highway 83, it's only 2 sets. There is no third set. First to 25 will win the set, and if it ends up being a tie, 1-1, then whoever had the best point differential will win. And the serve was Odimaris Vidania. That was Guerra with the serve. They take it out. And a setup by Aguirre. We'll take it back into Raider territory. The ball was almost blocked by Yisani, but no good. And the ball this time goes inside and good. Alondra Garza with the block attempt. It fails, and it goes inside in Raiders territory to give Harlingen South the 6-2 lead. Serving again will be Odimaris Vidania. He's already got 1 kill in the game. And the serve going high into the middle. That was Guerra with the dig. Set up, and the attack going left. Unbelievable. Kenya Ibarra with another kill, marking kill number 2 for her in this game. As Joe Bowling once said, Ibarra is the where is she factor. She is their best player, and they will take advantage of her as best as they can. As another attack, this time recovered by Yanez, and Yanez helps her team get it out, and a good kill by Mariana Garcia. Harlingen South scoring again, and just a little classic game of you hit me, I hit you for both teams. Harlingen South hits Rivera, and Rivera will hit Harlingen South back. And now up to serve on the right side is Alexa Isinia. And Isinia to serve it down the right side, leaning right. And Guerra setting it up. Yanez with the dig, set up to the right, and that was Aguirre with the attack, blocked. And the attack goes out of bounds in favor of Harlingen South to give them another point. They lead it 8-3 in the very beginning of this game. And the serve going to Esinia again. Set up by Clarissa Olivares, and the kill attempt is no good. Harlingen South has to take it out. Olivares setting it up for Ibarra again, no good. And Guerra will take it out. Set up to the left by Aguirre. It hits the antenna, but it still goes into Rivera territory. And the attack is hit by the forearm. It will go out, and they have to take it out. On that takeout was Aguirre. Clarissa setting it up for Ibarra. Ibarra with a spike and kill! Almost hits us. Fortunately, one of the fans is able to save it for us. And Kenya Ibarra with another point. Harlingen South only up by 4. And now, speaking of Ibarra, she will serve. This will be her first serve of the game. And Kenya Ibarra with 2 kills already in this game, and 2 crucial ones, as it's helping their team get some momentum and try to get into the lead. As the ball is taken out, that was Aguirre of Harlingen South. And a setup to the right side is saved, but they say it was hit in the ground. Yanez had some good effort, but not enough as the ball touched the ground by inches, and Rivera will score again. Raiders serving it down the middle. That's saved by Zambrano. And the ball gets taken out by Aguirre. Clarissa Olivares will take it out, and they will say, and it looks like it'll be Rivera in favor. And it looks like they'll reset the play. No score on either teams. And Harlingen South will recover the ball. Going right, going left, in between 2 blockers, and good! That was Aguirre with her 3rd kill. And Harlingen South will take a 4-point lead. And now serving will be Zoe Garcia. Garcia with the serve on the right side. Set up by Clarissa Olivares, and the ball hits the antenna and deflects back into Rivera territory. That was Alondra Garza with the attack attempt, and Harlingen South will score 10 points in set number 1. As the official is getting acquainted with scorekeeper and coaches. Guerra with the dig. Clarissa Olivares sets it up for an attack. Saved by Garcia, and Aguirre again with the attack on the left side. Saved by Guerra, and the attack fails as it hits the net. Cristina Garza attempt to get the ball down the middle. Unfortunately, she did not take in consideration of the net, and that marks another point for Harlingen South, as it looks like Rivera will take their first break of the game, and we shall take our second break of the game. We'll be right back after some quick messages on Rio Sports Live.
Fishing fans, here's your chance to catch some fish and help out athletes at the same time. Mark the calendar now and plan on attending October 20th as the 3-up, 3-down San Perlita Booster Club Fishing Tournament looks to be the biggest and best yet. Located at Laguna Madre Baits in Port Mansfield, Texas, this tournament is set to provide 100% of the proceeds directly to the athletic programs. Artificial lures only with a blackjack format, no fish over 21 inches, $150 per team or boat, maximum 4 people, and the grand champion is the team closest to 63 inches with 1 red trout and 1 flounder. Food raffles, baked goods, a silent auction, and terrific prizes from some great sponsors. Registration is October 19th. The tournament is October 20th. See you there at the 3-up, 3-down fishing tournament in Port Mansfield, where catching fish is helping athletes in a big, big way.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The Harlingen South Hawks had just scored another point, and the serve goes to Zoe Garcia, and an attack attempt is saved by Garcia. And to Aguirre to the left side, it's recovered. Serve up to the right side, that's Alondra Garza. Set up for Aguirre again, floating down the middle, saved. And now it looks like the Hawks are going to try and go to the right side, but that's recovered by Guerra. And the ball still in play. Set up, Zoe Garcia sets it up, takes it out. That was Alia Guevara, my bad. Yanez serve. And now a hit by Aguirre goes recovered. No point yet. Ball still in Rivera territory. They have to get it out, and they will not, as that was 4 hits. And that'll mark another point for Harlingen South. And Zoe Garcia to serve again, as the Hawks have had 5 consecutive points unanswered. And the setup hits the net. That was Kenya Ibarra with the attacking error. Harlingen South keeps the ball 14-5. And the setup to the right side. Garza gets it. They'll set it up for Garza again. It's partially blocked but stays inbounds. Point number 6 for Rivera, and on that attack was Alondra Garza. And now to serve is Rochelle Guerra. Yanez with the dig. Set up to the right. That's Aguirre down the middle, and it's blocked and digged. On that attack is Janelle Yassi. Ball hits the net. They have to serve. Going to Aguirre. Floats it to the left. And that's saved by Olivares. Guerra. And the pass is out of bounds. Harlingen South gets another point on a fortunate out of bounds play. And they lead it 15-6. Just halfway through set number 1. And now up to serve is Evelyn Yanez. And Yanez will serve it, going down to the back middle. Olivares setting it up. Recovered by Zoe Garcia, and a setup to Aguirre. And Aguirre is able to float it down into the middle, into Rivera territory. Floater, Guerra. It's saved by Isinia. And the attack overpowered. Alia Guevara, with too much power, gives Rivera another point. As they're with a floater down the middle, saved by Olivares. Let's see what the Rivera can do. As Isinia to Garcia, to Aguirre, who crosses it out. And a setup for Garza. It's blocked. No net violation, fortunately. And a setup to Aguirre again. Can she get it? No, nothing but net. And that'll give Rivera another point. As Rivera scores 2 consecutive points, they will serve once again. Down to the left side, Zoe Garcia to Isinia. Floater by Aguirre, and that one campfires in. And Harlingen South gets the ball back. And now Maya Aguirre will serve for Harlingen South, as she already has 3 kills in this game, going right. Olivares setting it up down the middle, and Yanez is able to save it. Going to the left, and that was Mariana Garcia with the attack. Ball going out of bounds. They call it a block, and in favor of Harlingen South. Harlingen South with 17 points, as they lead it 17-8. Aguirre again will serve down the middle. Olivares sets it up for Ibarra. And it's a setup this time for Alia Guevara, which hits nothing but net. And that'll give Rivera their points. And the ball back, and up to serve is Cristina Garza. Harlingen South dominating it. And the setup down the middle, that was Odimari Vidania. And the ball is taken back and hits into Harlingen territory to give the Rivera their points. If you're hearing a loud screaming, ladies and gentlemen, that's Donna versus Sherryland, and it's going an intense one as they lead it 13-5. And right here in our game, Harlingen South leads it 17-10. As the ball is still in play, Olivares setting it up, and they will call it a violation against Rivera to give Harlingen South the ball back and their point number 18. And now Alia Guevara will serve. And it serves right side. Guerra will set it up. And that was Olivares. The ball going out of bounds. Good call by Zoe Garcia. She saw the ball was going to go out. 19-10, Harlingen South. With Guevara serving it again. And the ball going in the middle. Guerra gets it to Olivares. Olivares setting it up for Ibarra. And Ibarra with a spike. Huge power. It's still in play, but it hits the wall and into the ground. There goes another point for Rivera, and Ibarra coming back with a strong hit. And now Rivera will serve. Right hand down the middle. That was Mia Zambrano. And the pass out by Odimaris Vidania. And miscommunication, not enough power to get the ball out, gives Harlingen South their point. And now substitution as Yanez will step out and Janelle Yisasi will come back in play. Up to serve, we have Odimaris Vidaña. And she'll serve from the right side, going to Guerra. Olivares floats it out. Fortunately, it's digged by Vidaña. And Aguirre's pass to Zambrano is good. Set up for Guerra, and Guerra with an attack. A lot of power. We'll see if Harlingen South can recover. They got to get it out of there. And they do just that. And a set up for an attack to Ibarra. It's saved. And we'll see what Harlingen South is going to do as they attack it. On that was Mariana Garcia. Olivares to Guerra. Harlingen South has the ball. They have to get it out. Guerra, Olivares, not to Ibarra this time, to Garza, and it's saved out. And it's going out. It's going into Rivera territory. On that attack was Odimaris. And now Harlingen South has to get it out. Good hit. And this time a net violation against Rivera. Harlingen South will get another point. And the Raiders are trying to talk to the official, see what is going on, telling her that there was no violation. And the official not having any of it. Looks like they will keep it in Harlingen's favor. And Vidaña will continue to serve. As Harlingen South leads it 21-11, going down the middle. Set up is Guerra, Olivares to Ibarra, and Ibarra with a floater is good. 21-12, Harlingen South, and Ibarra with kill number 4 of the game. And now the Raiders will serve. Zoe Garcia sets it up for Fonseca, and Fonseca gets it out. Zoe Garcia setting it up to the left side for Mariana Garcia. The ball is blocked and back into Harlingen territory. And this time the attack fails as it hits the net. And Rivera will get another point, only being down by 8. And Rivera will keep the ball, 2 consecutive points. Garcia. And it's a setup to the left for Fonseca, and Fonseca's ball is digged. The attack, spike, and kill for Ibarra is great. And wow, what an attack. What a kill. The Raiders are only down by 7. We have ourselves a good game, folks, as the serve going to the left side. Set up from the back, that is Mariana Garcia, and her attack is digged. Good attack, good block by Zambrano, and Garcia is able to get it out to the left side. Clarissa setting it up for Ibarra. Ibarra hits the net. A little miscommunication for Rivera, as it looked like Guerra was going to be the one to try and take it, but then Ibarra got in the way. And now Harlingen South is only 3 points away from taking set number 1. As they lead it 22-14. Guerra, Olivares sets it up for Ibarra, and Ibarra down to the middle, no good, out of bounds. Harlingen South up 23-14, and now it looks like the momentum of Rivera may have just died down a little bit. And up to serve is Mia Aguirre. Correction, that is Alexa Isinia. And Guerra will serve, will dig it out. Yanez comes back in, and a floater by Aguirre to the left side. It's saved, and Guerra has to take it out. Isina setting it up for Aguirre. Can Aguirre get a good cross? It's blocked and digged. And the ball going out. Isina setting it up for Aguirre again. Her attack is blocked, and it goes out of bounds, but in favor of Harlingen South, because the ball, yes, was blocked by Rivera, but it goes out of bounds. And now it is game point as Rivera wants to challenge the play, but it looks like it will not happen, and the ball is continuing to play. And set up to Aguirre, she'll just float it out to the left. Guerra, and an attack for Ibarra, floats it. Saved by Zambrano, and Aguirre to the left will attack, and going down the middle, a floater by Ibarra is no good, and Harlingen South will take set number 1, 25-14. What a what a terrific play by both teams, and how about that offense of Harlingen South? As both teams will switch sides, we'll take a quick break. We'd like to remind everybody that you are watching Rio Sports Live. We are live on Facebook and YouTube. If you have anybody interested in listening to us, feel free to let them know. We'll be right back.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
How to add the VTX Roku device. All your favorite shows from VTX1 Channel 1 and exciting games broadcast on Rio Sports Live can be added onto your Roku device by following these simple steps. Step 1. Scroll down to search and push OK on the remote control. Step 2. Type in VTX1 by using the arrow keys to move the cursor around the keyboard and pushing OK to enter the letters. When you're done, choose the VTX1 option on the right-hand side of the screen. Then push OK. Step 3. Choose the Add Channel option on the right-hand side of the screen and wait for the application to load. Congratulations! You have now successfully added the VTX1 app to your channel lineup. It can be found on the main screen under Home at the bottom of the list. For more information, visit the VTX1 website at vtx1.net/OTT.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a game of RGV Highway 83 Volleyball. I am Alex Espinosa here with my awesome camera operator, Billy Watson. Harlingen South and Brownsville Rivera both playing for keeps. And the first attack is good in favor of Harlingen South. And they'll take it 1-0 as the ball went out of bounds. That was the first points of the game for Harlingen South as they lead it now 1-0. On that serve for Brownsville Rivera was Christina Garza. And now we'll have on our top side is Harlingen South, the Lady Hawks, and then on the bottom is the Lady Raiders. For the team we have Rochelle Guerra, we have Alondra Guzman, and as well as Kenya Ibarra, one of their better players for the Raiders, as the attack is strong but out of bounds, and that'll be in favor of Rivera for their first points of the game. Harlingen South dominated in their last game, 25-14, in some very beautiful attacks and very good spread out games between Zoe Garcia, Mariana Garcia, Mia Aguirre, and as well as Evelyn Yanez, both all contributing and working together as a team. As that ball goes out of bounds, and that'll be in favor of Rivera. I'd like to thank everybody for watching us here on Rio Sports Live. If you have anybody that wants to listen to us, we are live on Facebook and YouTube as of right now. And all you have to do is just look up Rio Sports Live. And on that serve is Laisha Izaguirre. We haven't heard much from her, but she is one of the better players for the Raiders. And on that dig is Guzman, setting it up for Ibarra on that floater. And on the right side is Garcia. It's blocked by Ibarra, and Ibarra gets another point for the Raiders. Let's just see how well Brownsville Rivera will play against Harlingen South, as they did not play that well against Harlingen South in set number 1. And the setup by Garcia is good as it hits the hands of Alondra Guzman and then goes inbounds, staying in Harlingen territory. Correction, everyone, that was actually in Rivera territory. That point goes to Harlingen South, and this next one will also go to Harlingen South. We are all tied up. For Harlingen South, we have players such as Alia Guevara, and as well as Mia Aguirre, and as well as Mariana Garcia, and their libero, Evelyn Yanez. As the ball goes right and stays inbounds in favor of Harlingen South, they take the lead 4-3. Harlingen South, the Hawks will serve it down the middle on the right with their right hand. Ball hits the net. That's a service error, and we are tied up at 4-4. Serving for Rivera is Clarissa Olivares, and Olivares will go it down the middle. Aguirre will set it up, and it goes right. Guerra will, with the dig, set up to Ibarra again down the middle right, and it's good. Rivera scoring another point, and that's kill number 2 for Brownsville for Kenya Ibarra. Clarissa Olivares will set it up on down the middle. That was Yanez with the good. Aguirre with an assist, and Garcia with the attack. Ball is saved by Zambrano, and the attack by Garcia will go and saved by Guerra. Floater to the right by Ibarra, and a surprise attack as Rivera scores another point. Kill 3 for Kenya Ibarra. The Raiders lead it 6-4. As the serve overthrown, the ball has to go out, and they do it just that with Aguirre's help. Set up for Kenya Ibarra, 3 kills in a row, and now they lead it 7-4. And Brownsville Rivera just dominating the early set as they lead it 7-4. Kenya Ibarra with kill number 3, and Harlingen South will take a timeout, as will we. We'll be right back with Rio Sports Live.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Clarissa Olivares will serve it down to the left side. Aguirre with the setup and the attack. Good, overpowered. And Guerra will take it out. And Ibarra will go for an attack, slide, and save. And the ball to Garcia to the right side is good and protected. Ibarra will float it, but it's saved. And they'll take it out. The Raiders setting it up again for Ibarra. And Ibarra down the middle, digged. And the ball going. That was good on Zoe Garcia to be able to help get it out. And Alondra Guzman with a good kill, with a good attack to the left side, no good. That's Guerra. Olivares setting up for Ibarra again. Name will always be hearing. And Garcia has no choice but to take it out. A good dig, but no good. Good, but not enough for Rivera, as Harlingen South will take their first point in the last few serves. And now to serve will be Evelyn Yanez of Harlingen South, as they're down by only 2. And the serve going to the right, Guerra with a dig. Olivares setting it up on the back. That's Ibarra, and floating on no good on a wonderful net for Harlingen South to give them another point, only being down by 1. The person closest to the ball was Mariana Garcia, but fortunately for her, she didn't have to do anything. The net did it for her. And Yanez serving it. Set up to the left for Guzman, and Guzman's attack is digged. And a setup down the middle. Digged out. Olivares setting it up for Guzman again to the cross, and good. In between the players of Zoe Garcia and Evelyn Yanez, and Rivera will take another point. And at the serve is Kenya Ibarra, and Ibarra gets a good serve. Harlingen South has to take it out. Rochelle Guerra, Clarissa Olivares to Cristina Garza. Mariana Garcia with the attack, and Rivera will take it out. Yanez to Aguirre, Aguirre to Garcia. Saved by Garza, and Garza will go for another attack. It hits the antenna, but it does favor Rivera. Or does it? No, it will not. The antenna had an influence in the attack, and therefore the point will go to Harlingen South. And now the serve is, now the serve will be Harlingen South as they set it up. And it looks like too many players attacking. No, they call it lifting. Rivera will get the point and continue to have their lead. And now serving will be Rochelle Guerra, and Guerra will go right down the middle. Setting it up on a floater inside. Digged, Olivares to Garza, and Garza is blocked. Ibarra with the dig, and Olivares has to get it out. And miscommunication between two players of Harlingen South will give Brownsville Rivera another point to take a 3-point lead. Guerra down the middle, Yanez with the dig. Setting it up, taking it out. Ibarra, Garza, blocked, out of bounds, favor Rivera. As the ball hits the right arm of the Harlingen South volleyball player and goes out of bounds. And Guerra to Olivares, Olivares to Garza. And the ball overpowers Yanez, and that's another point for Rivera. They lead it by 5. And the Lady Raiders dominating this second set. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, that should Rivera win this set, that means that it'll be point differential that decides the winner. As Garza's attack is blocked but out of bounds, that is a double favor for Rivera. And the setup to the right. Guerra, Olivares setting it up for Garza again, and this time now. Wow, again. Garza with her third kill in the row, and Rivera leads it 14-7. As Guerra sets it up. Miscommunication between the libero and their outside player. And Rivera will take another point, making it an 8-point lead. And the first service ace for Rochelle Guerra. Guerra will serve it down the middle. Setting it up is Asina, and they get it out. Ibarra, Olivares floats it out. Asina again to the right, and it's blocked back into Harlingen territory. Olivares setting it up for Garza. Oh, Garza is blocked. And they have to get it out. Guerra, Olivares again to Garza, and Garza with an attack. That's 2 hits and out of bounds in favor of Brownsville Rivera to make point number 16. And we'd like to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that Harlingen South won their first set 25-14. Brownsville Rivera is up 16-7. And Olivares this time will set it up from the backside. That's Alondra Guzman. We haven't heard from her in a while. And the attack is saved by Olivares. Guerra will set up for Garza, and Garza's attack is going to cause some trouble for Harlingen South as they're able to get it out in time. Olivares to Guzman. Guzman with an attack. Saved. Yesina will go to the right. Set up. Olivares to Garza. Let's see what she can do. And the ball is good. No kill. Guzman. Olivares to Garza again. Let's see if second time's the charm. No, digged out. And the floater is this time perfect. And that was Mia Aguirre with the kill to give Harlingen another point and let them only down by 8. And now Harlingen South will serve. Kenya Ibarra with the dig, set up for Guerra to the left. And now a setup for Aguirre to the right side. Guerra will dig it. Set up for inside. That was Laisha Izaguirre with the attack and the block as well. And this attack is no good. Another point for Rivera. They're not done just yet. They're up 17-8. And the attack is good. It goes to the left arm of Kenya Ibarra, and unfortunately for her, that gives Harlingen South a point. And now to serve is Michaela Mirales. And Ibarra with the dig. Olivares setting it up for not Guzman, for Izaguirre. The attack on Aguirre is no good as it hits the net, and Aguirre will take it out. Guerra to Garza. Garza is blocked but deflected inside to Harlingen territory. They have to get it out. Ibarra, Olivares. And that was Izaguirre with the attack, and they will call it a foul against Harlingen South to give Rivera another point. They're up 18-9. And Garza will serve it down the middle. That was Yanez with the dig. Ball going in the air. They have to take it out. And what's this? They call two hands. They call it wrist hand against Harlingen South to give Rivera a point. Correction, they call it a reset. No points for anyone. And the attack there for Izaguirre is good to give Rivera 19-9. And Garza will serve again for the Raiders, and the Raiders serve is in the middle. Yanez, Esina sets it up. Right side down the sideline is good. And Harlingen South will get the ball back, and Mia Aguirre will serve for Harlingen South. Ball is digged. Olivares setting it up for Ibarra. Ibarra with a good attack. It's saved. Can the Hawks get it out? They will. Ball was blocked and then served to Guerra, and Guerra gets it out of bounds, overpowers it, and that'll give Harlingen South another point to make it only an 8-point deficit. And that's Guzman to Olivares on a floater. Harlingen South's gonna have to get it out, and they do just in time. Olivares to Ibarra. Ibarra down the middle. It's saved by Yanez. And the ball is taken out. Guerra, Olivares. Ibarra again. Can she get something? It's digged. And the setup to the right side is floated. And good for Harlingen South. And now it's only a 7-point deficit for the Lady Hawks. And they will serve it down the middle, going left. Guerra to Ibarra. Ibarra with a floater. It's digged. And Yanez with a good save. And the Hawks get it out just in time. Olivares setting it up for Ibarra. Ibarra overpowers, and the ball stays in Harlingen territory. They're going to have to get it out now. Guerra with the dig. Set up Olivares to Ibarra again, and this time it works. Ibarra with 5 or more kills in this game gives Rivera a 20-12 lead. As the coach is giving Guzman a towel to clean as the floor is getting slippery. Remember, folks, that one of the players did slide there on the ground, so the sweat could have made the floors a little bit slippery. Coach calls it back in. And the serve is Laisha Izaguirre. Izaguirre down the middle. Yanez. Aguirre. Left side is saved. Ibarra gets it out. Aguirre takes it out down the middle. Saved by Guzman. Olivares to Ibarra. Ibarra with a powerful attack is blocked. On that block was Andrea Grant. Ibarra. And it's down the middle, and they will call it out of bounds in favor of Harlingen South to give them 13. Harlingen South will serve down the middle. Ball going right. Olivares setting up for Ibarra again. This time, no good. Overpowers it. Smart play by Aguirre to stay away from the ball. It would have hit her face, and that would have made it a point for Rivera. But thankfully, that makes it a point for Harlingen, making it 14-20. Olivares setting it up for Ibarra again. This time a little floater down the middle is saved by the right arm of Alia Guevara. Guevara to Aguirre. Aguirre setting it up to the right side on Garcia, and Garcia unfortunately could not get it in there. 21-14 Rivera. At the end of this game, we're more than likely going to have to do some math. Should Rivera win this game, it'll be point differential that decides the winner. And another point for Rivera, making it 22-14, only 3 points away from taking set number 2. And that is Olivares with the serve. Set up by Aguirre, takes it out. Olivares setting it up for Ibarra again. Ibarra overpowers and goes out of bounds. Harlingen South gets another point. Not out of it just yet, only down by 7. But if they want to win, they got to start scoring now. They got to start scoring on their own terms. And Yanez will take the ball for a serve. Serve is Yanez with the serve. On the right side, Olivares setting it up, not for Ibarra, but for Guerra. And Guerra, little miscommunication right there, causes them to lose the ball in the net, and another point for Harlingen South. Looks like we may have a bigger game, folks, as Harlingen's only down by 5. They've scored 3 unanswered points. Miscommunication, but Guerra gets it to Olivares. Olivares setting it up for Ibarra. Ibarra down the middle. Yanez takes it out. Ibarra will go to the left. And Aguirre will set up, and the ball is taken out. Guerra setting it up for Olivares. Olivares to Ibarra. Ibarra is digged by Yanez, and there is a ball in play, a second ball in play. That'll call for a reset. Unfortunately, folks, that's just how volleyball is today. That's how this tournament is. We have both games going on simultaneously, and if a ball does get in or a fan gets in and causes interference, that will lead to a reset. And Ibarra will float it down the middle. It's saved. Set up to the right side for Garcia. Garcia is digged by Guerra. And Guerra will go again down the middle. And a little bit of miscommunication for Yanez. And Rivera will get another point, making it 23-17. We have substitution, and Cristina Garza will come back and sub in as Ibarra serves. Aguirre to Garcia. Garcia hits her own net, and Rivera is in game point now. And Ibarra with the serve down the middle. It's saved. Aguirre setting it up. Floats it down the middle, and good! Campfire! Harlingen South not out of this yet. 24-18. And now Harlingen South will serve. Down the middle is Guerra. Olivares will set it up not for Ibarra, but for Garza. Esina setting it up. And the ball is double dribbled out. And that gives Harlingen South another point, 24-19. Let's see if the Hawks can make this comeback. Remember, folks, that it's the first one of 25 wins. Guerra, Olivares, Garza. Garza down the middle, ball out of bounds. And Rivera will take set number 2. And now we got to do a little math here, folks, as to see who wins this game. And now let's just see, because remember, folks, so Harlingen scored 19 points, and they scored 25 in their first. That means their point total is 44. For Rivera, that's 25 and 14. And unfortunately for them, that's 39 points, meaning that Harlingen South will take this set, will take the match in terms of total points. It's sad to see the Lady Raiders lose in this game, even though they had a miraculous attack against Harlingen South in the second set. But no shame should be brought up by either teams, as both played tremendously well, and we can just imagine how well they'll play in future games to come. From all of us here at Rio Sports Live, I'm Alex Espinosa here with my camera operator, Billy Watson. Thank you so much for watching Rio Sports Live.